Today, I learned that my uncle has terminal cancer and he's likely to die within a year or two. So, apart from being really saddened by the news, it made me think about my own death, obviously, and how I should get prepared and prepare my loved ones for it. And while thinking about it, I realized that apart from having a will, which I highly recommend, you should have a digital death plan. What is that, you might ask? Well, a digital death plan is basically what you want happening to your digital remains after your death. Have you ever thought about what would happen to your Facebook or email accounts upon your death? Well, here's a three-part process that I can share with you. The first part is to identify and organize those digital assets. Digital assets could be your email accounts, your banking accounts, social media accounts, or your cryptocurrency wallet if you have one. I personally don't, but it's a trendy thing these days. It could also be smaller things that we often forget about, um, such as logins for home utilities, PayPal or Amazon accounts, or any other billing accounts. All right, I hear you. If you feel overwhelmed by now, it's completely normal. I also felt overwhelmed at first, but fear not. You can start small. First of all, list the most important assets that you have in a tool as simple as a spreadsheet file. You can also use a password manager to store them all, uh, meaning you use one master password to store all your passwords, and then you give that master password to your loved ones. It's basically like handing the key to your digital door. You can also add some scans of important physical documents, such as your will, your life insurance documents, or your social security card, rather, to that online plan. Basically, it means that you have a backup of those important documents all in one place for your loved ones to find. Now, as I mentioned, it's like handing the key to your digital kingdom. Therefore, you will want to secure the whole thing. And it all depends on your comfort zone or your level of paranoia. For example, some people are perfectly fine with having everything stored on a USB drive in a physical safe in their house. Or you can have a safe deposit box at your bank. Whatever you choose, just follow those guidelines. First, always have a copy of that plan offline. Print it so that you can have some sort of physical backup. Don't store your backup plan on Dropbox or Google Drive, for example. Print it. Second, make sure this is accessible to your loved ones or your trustees. Um, for example, if you store your USB drive in your physical safe in your house, but you don't give the code to your family, then it's pointless. Third, the more valuable the assets, the more you will want to distribute them. For example, if your cryptocurrency wallet is really important to you, you might want to store it separately from your other digital assets. Four, you will want to communicate the plan to your loved ones. Just sit with them, walk them through the file, write down the instructions on how to use the file if you want to. Just make sure they're aware of the file and how to find it. I also want to mention legacy contacts. They are people you can entrust with the task to memorialize your social media accounts upon your death. Platforms such as X, Instagram, and others allow your legacy contact to also remove your account if that's what you want, but they have to provide proof of your death, such as a death certificate. Sure, but wouldn't it be just better to spare your loved ones the trouble to ask for your death certificate, which can take months sometimes? I've seen people in my family try to go through the process, and it's excruciating. And it comes on top of the fact that they're already grieving you. So I would highly recommend to just take a few hours to write down that plan, sit down with your loved ones, and share that plan with them. If it makes you uncomfortable, just just think about how much they would feel uncomfortable having to do that on top of having to grieve your loss. So there it is. I hope I convinced you to start thinking about your legacy and your digital remains. I will surely start thinking about it much more. Thank you for listening.